Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're staying safe. I have to say, in the last 24, 48 hours, things, if you think that they couldn't get any worse, then they do. You would have heard by now that William Barr, the US Attorney General, has pardoned Michael Flynn. I'm not going to call him General, I'm going to call him Michael Flynn. Now, as you know, he pleaded guilty. He was working for the Turkish government. He had met with the Russian ambassador. He was tied up in that whole investigation of Russian interference in US elections. The question is, why did Barr do this right now? Because that, even though you think the answer is simple, he obviously did it to get someone off that Trump wanted off. There's a little bit more to it than that. When I tuned into this reading, I didn't really like what I found, but unfortunately, it is the modus operandi at this time for this particular government. He did it basically because they want to. Flynn was mostly associated with lock her up. So they've done it to make him a standout feature to take forward as they campaign right up until November to brand the Mueller investigation as a witch hunt. They will now link it obviously with the Obama administration. Flynn will be paraded out to the base, to Trump's base, as a martyr, as a hero, as someone who was a victim of an injustice. So he's going to be used in between now and in the lead up to the November election to discredit the Mueller report, and he will be maybe changing his chant to lock them up. The other, I guess, reason that I honed in on was that everybody is very vulnerable at the moment, and all fascist thugs, regimes, bullies know that you strike when your opponent or enemy is at their weakest. Bill Barr's interview was very revealing. He was asked, how will history remember him? And he said, well, history is written by the winners, so we'll have to wait and see. So it's very much a case of winning in November for Bill Barr. So he's not doing anything that he hasn't already done in the past. There was either a pardon for Flynn, or there was this route, and of course Barr has chosen this route. Now, I've got a Trump and Barr, and the Republicans have chosen this route. So let's have a look. We'll just look at the cards and see, why did he do this at this time? To what end? Did he go too far, and will he be disbarred? Because already there are calls for his resignation. Will they launch an impeachment inquiry into his actions? That is something he doesn't want at this time. Will Flynn end up getting justice once Trump is out of office? And we also know that Trump's valet has been diagnosed with CV. If we've got time, we'll look at that as well. All right, so let's have a look. It's almost like this is the cliff now, teetering on the cliff. Something huge has got to change here, and that's what we're looking for, some kind of huge win for justice. That's what we're looking for at this time. Is that going to be SCOTUS, or are we going to find that court is tainted with partisanship? But let's have first to Barr, and I might add, Barr did visit Epstein before he self-harmed. So that's the kind of cloak and dagger, covert, potential, very darkness that is around. Now, I have the sun dropping out, which is interesting because that is talking of the light moving through to illuminate the dark. Okay, so I'm glad that dropped out. Let's have a look. Why did Bar do this at this time? Why did Bar move to drop the interfere personally, step into it, and drop the DOJ investigation into Flynn? Why did Bar do this? Why did Bar do this? Okay, so now I think he was acting under. I won't say orders, but it was something that Trump wanted. It was something that the Republicans wanted. Now we have the High Priestess, which is interesting because that is this kind of covertness, but it is also secrets, keeping the secrets. Keeping the secrets. All right. Now, I wonder if there was something that Flynn said, if you can't get me off this, or if you can't find me a pardon, then all deals are off. Perhaps. Challenged by the Three of Pentacles. Okay, coming together, teamwork. Okay, so secrets are being kept by this triangle. Now, who's in the triangle? Well, you could bet that would be Bar. You could bet that would be Trump. You could bet that possibly could be Russia. And when I say Bar, I'm talking about the Republicans generally. Big money in politics, want to keep their secrets. Okay, so that they are the signifier cards. Now, before I start, people always ask me what deck am I using? I generally put it in the drop-down menu if you're looking for it, but I am using a new deck this today called the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Let's bring the laptop down and see what we can see. Okay, so 2 signifier cards, keeping those secrets, and the challenge is what's crossing the High Priestess. It could also be things ready to come out and things stopping that, because we've got the Three of Pentacles. That is teamwork, coming together, pulling something off. Okay, so secrets could have been ready to be revealed, and it demanded action. So I'd have to read separately to see if Flynn has given them that ultimatum, but that's where my intuition is going. The Two of Cups, of course, is relationships, networks, some kind of commitment, some kind of contract. And so I'm going to Flynn's ultimatum here, which is becoming pretty clear. If you can't pardon me, then get me off this. The Knight of Wands, there was a plan here. This was an active strategy in some way from Bill Barr to use the DOJ. All right, so we've got the Magician. Of course we would see the Magician. The Magician in the sky. Now that is interesting because the Magician is a couple of things. Yes, it is the dirty trickster, but it is also somebody that is actualizing something into reality. This is in the future position, the potential future position. So what are we actualizing into reality? I'm getting a draw to that light there. This is a new government. So we will get to whether Flynn will face justice and whether Barr will as well, because I know a lot of people are upset about this. The Knight of Swords in the immediate future. You're going to see perhaps Mueller's team come out and give, if not named interviews, anonymous type interviews to the media about this. This is the whistleblower, this is the spy in the camp. This could also be Flynn as well, but I'm getting a pull to now the Magician and this Knight of Swords being some kind of whistleblower, some kind of perhaps one of the attorneys will come out and talk about this. Could even be someone from within the DOJ. This isn't over yet. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. This is all the headlines, all the things that are likely to come out now because I am feeling, you can feel it in my voice, feel it in my demeanor. I'm feeling absolute outrage, and outrage from the legal profession. This isn't going to go away. This is like a tsunami. This is, and really, these sort of actions show me just how desperate they are. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so there's more to be revealed on this at this present time, because that's in the present position. There is more to be revealed. Let's see what's in the hopes and fears. The Seven of Wands, defending oneself. So, all right, so he's done this. I think this has been part of a deal between Flynn and, let's just call it, the Trump regime, including Bill Barr and the Republicans. There has been some kind of ultimatum: get me out of here, pardon me, or do whatever, but if you don't, I will talk. Okay, that is what the deal was. That deal could have been made some time ago. I do feel now, as we move through into the future days and weeks, that we could hear from attorneys either within the DOJ or perhaps even Mueller's team come out and start to talk about this. I feel that there is outrage right now, absolute outrage, and in the hopes and fears, Barr is actually he's not as confident or cocky as he appears. He knows or fears that he will be hauled before somewhere to defend himself. I wonder where that is. Now, this is a combination of, why did he do this at this time? We've got the Tower moment right here. Right here, we've got the Tower moment. So again, exploiting the vulnerability. Again, bringing down the wrath here of Trump. Trump is enraged about the Mueller investigation. He's enraged about his impeachment. This is desperate rage, but this is also an indication of Barr trying to crack open justice. Barr trying to bring the Tower moment down on justice. Now, he says, I only did what the law dictated to me. No, he didn't. This was designed to bring this justice around the Mueller investigation, to break it apart. He's been doing that. That's why he was hired. That's his brief, and that's what he's still doing today. But there's something else I'm sensing here. I'm sensing that the Tower moment is coming for Bill Barr. Let's have a look. It's the Seven of Cups, illusion and delusion. We get back to parading Michael Flynn as a hero. Illusion and delusion. He will be used to basically to, as I said, to toe the line, to carry the line here, to whip up emotion, to obscure the truth. This is 2016 tactics all over again, and I'll get to that in a minute. However, we've got temperance here, and so we have this almost inevitability that this time it is not going to be successful. Now, at the base of the pack, we've got a show of strength. Why did he do it? But we've also got grief, and we've also got the King of Wands, which is showing me that sometimes this is the courts, sometimes this is the law. I guess the Tower has been taken right to the rule of law. And we'll see how people answer back. We've got the devil energy here, and we've got somebody wounded in battle. So I'm feeling that, why did he do it? I think that my clairvoyance when I started the reading was pretty spot on, and that's what those cards are telling me. Now I'm going to move into just a couple of pulls on was this an important victory, because this is where we're seeing win and losing. The more that you can, as I said, get your opponent on the ropes, the more that some people see these kind of victories as as a win for Trump. This is what he's concerned with. So let's have a look. Did Trump specifically request this? Barr is saying he didn't speak with the White House. Did Trump specifically request this? Let me just tune back in. Okay, did Trump specifically request this? Yeah. It's almost like they're going to war. And this is all part of the strategy. Justice, yeah, he did. He, again, this tower moment, bringing the tower moment to justice. He feels that he wants to have justice. He feels there's an injustice. Now, this is a person who is unstable, but he also feels that justice is coming for him with this Eight of Cups, and we've got somebody turning and walking away. This was a winning, what they thought would be a win-win strategy, designed to wound the opponent. Yeah, but we do have. This is taking me, interestingly enough, to the Supreme Court. I talked about the rule of justice. That's the Two of Swords, heavy decisions needing to be made. And the Four of Pentacles. Look at this card. Somebody really dropping. You can see that things are falling out of his stash of jewels as he walks away. This is someone who's very insecure. This is taking me to the Supreme Court. I don't want to go to that just yet. And Trump's taxes, what might be hidden along that path for us to find. But he wants victory, basically. He wants victory in November. And he sees doing this through the DOJ and through overturning Mueller as part of a campaign strategy. We do have endings and beginnings for Trump, though. These cards, every time they take me to his position, they keep reinforcing something else. We've got the Queen of Wands here. We've got the Tower moment. Queen of Wands always brings me to the kind of passion and energy that it will take to get rid of Trump, and not really cowering in a corner after Mike Flynn has been supposedly released. The Tower moment is coming, and people are getting pretty worked up about seeing that happens. So this is sort of, as I said, when I looked at where Trump was coming from, he sees this as a war. Good God. All right, so did Barr go too far? What's going to be the reaction from the legal community? I mean, will Barr be disbarred? Let's have a look at that. Will Barr be disbarred? Will William Barr be disbarred? Will William Barr? I feel the Democrats might even move to bring him to some kind of impeachment. That's what I've always felt. We've got the Knight of Swords here, a harsh truth riding forward. I'm feeling a groundswell of endings. A groundswell of reaction against this with this magician. This magician isn't the Republicans now. This magician is actualizing something into reality. The Chariot, yes, William Barr has unleashed something that I don't think he's going to be able to control. I asked, will he be disbarred? Or even face impeachment, which was what came to me when I was pulling this card. We've got the Knight of Swords, the truth, wanting to get to the truth. We've got the Death card, which is endings, and we do have the Magician actualizing something into reality, and we do have the Chariot. Something is going to change in the next few weeks to bring forward the truth. So watch that. At the base of the pack, We've got the Two of Pentacles, juggling, walking a tightrope. That's where we are at the moment. That's where the rule of law is at the moment, walking that tightrope. And we've got the Ace of Cups, new starts. So I'm just going to ask with that Death card there, will he be impeached? I think the House has got to start to ramp up. I do feel they're waiting for the Supreme Court to make their judgments. Now, as I said, the full Mueller report, the unredacted Mueller report, the DOJ, or Trump, I should say, and the DOJ have asked the Supreme Court to stop it being released. Let's just have a look there. Will the Mueller report be released? Will the Supreme Court decide? That's the question. Decide to hear this, or will they uphold the lower court's decisions? So if that's the case, if they say, no, we're not going to hear this, then those lower courts, their rulings stand, and the unredacted report will be given to the Democrats. The Democrats have already said that they're going to start impeachment again. So watch something to change. Watch for something to change here. Okay, so with that Chariot card, things are just going to come forward very, very quickly now. So something, okay, so we've got the Three of Swords, which is loss. So let's have a look. Will the Supreme Court take on this case, or will the Supreme Court take on this case? Will the Supreme Court take on this case? Okay, the Three of Swords, that's heartbreak. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no card. No. Restriction. We've got restriction here. Let's keep going, because we're talking about the rule of law. Here's our Queen of Wands. That is, passion, inspiration. This card came forward, right in the months and weeks leading up to the midterms. The Knight of Cups presenting an offer being, that's in the past position. Let's see what's in the immediate future. We've got the voters here. The Ten of Cups. We've got the Eight of Wands. This is things coming forward very, very quickly. King of Pentacles in the here and now. Of course, that is the Republicans and Trump's their bid to influence all the courts. But we've got the Two of Wands, a plan that matures in time. It comes down to Justice Roberts. The hopes and the fears that justice will be done. The King of Swords, this is also Mueller as well. The King of Swords always came forward for Robert Mueller. We've got a miracle and a wish card, wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. Again, another yes card that there could be a miracle occur. But we've also got a challenge by disappointment, but we've also got strength. So they might, Let me drill down. So we've got Justice on the bottom, and we've got the Knight of Wands here. Let's drill down a little bit on this Nine of Cups. So my initial feeling is that they won't hear it. They'll uphold the lower courts rulings, and it's like a miracle. It's like we feel a miracle has occurred. But I do see the clarification of the Four of Cups. So, this could also go to our disappointment, and then we've got strength and endurance coming forward to clarify here as well. It looks to me like something beneficial is occurring for the voter, for the people. Let's have a look. Will they take on the Mueller report case? Will they take on The Muller. Look, I'm hearing no. Okay, there's our Knight of Swords. That could be what surprises us. The Knight of Swords brings the truth forward. And we've got secrets here with the Moon card. And we've got a healing and a moving on. The Hanged Man, of course, which is suspension. And we've got this Nine of Pentacles, which is sometimes goes to dark money and politics. So I feel the truth with this Knight of Swords will, and here's our Four of Pentacles again, that's hanging on to the information. But this was my first card out, showing me that I think that they might just uphold the lower courts in this. Now, so I think the house is going to get what it wants. Okay, so let's have a look at. Now, the Democrats have already said there will be a second. They are looking at potentially impeaching Trump again. So let's have a look at let's just to be sure, will the House get that unredacted Mueller report? I feel the Supreme Court is not going to take that on. All right, will the House get that unredacted Mueller report? Will the House get that unredacted Mueller report? That's what I saw. I saw the Knight of Cups, which is a yes card, bringing forward something, being offered something. Here's our Eight of Cups again, which again leads me to potentially whatever's in that unredacted Mueller's report could lead to this loss for the president. So the Knight of Cups, when I tuned in before I pulled that card, I saw the Oval Office, I saw the president, but I also saw someone behind him with a cup. We've got the Nine of Swords. He is very worried that this will lead to his loss. I'm just going to clarify that Knight of Cups. Generally, it's a favourable card, which is a yes. The Knight of Cups. Will the House get that Mueller report? Show me the Nine of Cups. Okay, we've got lies and deceits just jumping out. Of course, that's what's in the Mueller report. Lies, deceits. I think potentially bordering on what you might call treason. Something else, holding back information. We know that's exactly what Barr did. Show me, why is this Knight of Cups here? Show me, why is this Knight of Cups here? There's been an abuse of power. But we've also got boundaries. People are getting tired. This is when I thought, did Barr go too far? I think he did. And we've got our Nine of Cups coming forward again. So this is talking about, yes, the House will get that unredacted Mueller report. All right, that's my prediction. That will be very timely. I just feel that there is something else that is going to happen over the next few weeks that will balance the scales. Now, I know you all want to know, he was an unregistered foreign agent or lobbyist for Turkey, foreign agent, foreign lobbyist, unregistered lobbyist for Turkey. Let's have a look whether there will be justice for, for Flynn. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So that's being left out in the cold, and we've also got the hanged man. He doesn't look like he's in a very good position, does he? Will there eventually be justice for Michael Flynn? Will there eventually? Lied to the Vice President, was sacked, all of those things. Will there be justice for Michael Flynn? Will there be justice for Michael Flynn? Two of Wands in time, and we have to play the waiting game. This is something that's not occurring straight away. This is something further down the track. But nevertheless, we've got the Nine of Wands barriers right now. I just don't think until there's a change of government that there is the level of authority and power there to enact this justice. But we've got the voter turning up. So I feel post-election, we've got the Four of Pentacles. What has been hidden, what has been carried away, will be revealed with this Ace of Wands there. So we're playing the waiting game on that, but it looks like justice will be coming. All right, I'll just do one more question around Trump's valet has been diagnosed with CV. Of course, he's been running around factories without masks, as has Mike Pence. They're pretty brazen, as was Boris Johnson, the UK leader, who actually was on the brink of death due to CV. I have seen twice now. I have seen an ending coming up for Trump. I feel that's more justice rather than ill health. But let's have a look. So, show me this valet diagnosed with CV, serving Trump in close proximity. Trump is very old, not very old. Trump is not a young person. He is in the vulnerable group. He is weighed down with a lot of desperation and anxiety. His health is not in the best of states. Will Trump experience some of what everybody else is experiencing? Will he get CV? Will Trump get CV? The Six of Wands, that's a yes card, that's victory. But let's keep going. The Three of Pentacles, again, this can be teamwork, this can be coming together, this can be a triangular type of situation here. And we've got the Nine of Cups, again, which is, it's kind of wish fulfillment. Didn't want to put that like that, but we do have the Six of Swords, which is healing and moving on. Let's see what's at the base of the pack. The Nine of Wands, of course, everybody, being tired, burnt out, needing to have barriers put up. We've got the Seven of Pentacles review. We've got the Two of Wands. Of course, this is a little bit of a wait, and we've got endings and beginnings. With this Six of Wands, which is, the victory card, the yes card, I'm just going to drill down on that and just see, because that's telling me that, yes, he might get it. Will Trump get CV? Perhaps it will take a few weeks. Perhaps, let's have a look. Will Trump get CV? Two cards have jumped out. We've got partisanship, and we've got disappointment, but there's still a cup being offered. Will Trump get CV? Will Trump get CV? These are heavy readings. We've got the Five of Pentacles, generally a no card, but that's but the Ten of Swords, which is Dark Night of the Soul. It's total and utter downfall. We've got the Star of Hope. Now, I don't think Spirit is wishing CV on Trump. I don't think that's the way Spirit works. But it seems to me there is a karmic situation tied up in this. So let's see what will happen. It's going to be a roller coaster, I feel, in the next couple of weeks. I don't see the Supreme Court getting involved in whether or not the House can have Mueller report. I think they're going to stay away from that and uphold the lower court's decisions. Let's see what happens there. If the Supreme Court does choose to take that on, then it could be not until after the election that that's actually heard. I've always seen the full report being given to the House before the election. Gosh, I hope I'm right. All right, there's the reading for today. I hope that that was helpful for you when you start to see justice being tampered with like that. But rest assured, there's an evening up of the scales. There is a balancing. That temperance card is there for a reason, as is the Star of Hope. So I'll leave that there, viewers. Thank you for tuning in.